All right, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Super here, and welcome to another MK1 video with the release of the T-1000. I am here to bring you guys the basics, some combos, some positives, almost no negatives of this character, but I'll show you guys a bunch of different combos, different routes that you could do, because T-1000 has a lot of different combo routes that you could take. They are all stylish, they all do damage. So here we go. Leave a like on the video for what could potentially be the final basic character tutorial in MK1. So let's get started here with the T-1000. He actually has a lot of combo strings that are really good. So obviously his fastest punish is stand 1. It ends in an overhead, so one interesting thing you could do if you want to like throw your opponent off guard is you do your meter burn version of the puddle. And then you could, you know, turn this into a little mix-up where you hit 1-2-1 for overhead, or 1-2 and then like immediate low for that low, and then obviously you could turn it into an extended combo right there. So, you know, some cool stuff that you could do when it comes to that specific setup right there. He just in general has good mix-up potential because he has a lot of lows in his or he has a lot of overheads in his combo strings that you could also mix up with the meter burn puddle low. So that's just something that, you know, as far as like the basics of him, you could always throw that out if you want to mix your opponent up. And of course, you know, this is going to come into play as well, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in a bit. But also his forward one, obviously his best mid, like such a good mid, like very here. Let me change the blood to just 1%. Like amazing mid that he has. It leads into two different follow-ups, which is forward 1-3, which is gonna be your, you know, one of your bread and butter combo strings that you use to combo your opponent, because it keeps him standing, as opposed to forward 1-4, which has a spike at the end of his knee and it launches him. Obviously you could combo into his command grab, and if you're using Movado, one of the good things, you could combo into Movado without having to do anything. Movado is definitely going to be one of the characters that is the best cameo for him. I'm not saying he's the best, but he's definitely one of the best and one of the easiest to use, because forward 1-3 is actually -10 on block, meaning that it's going to be unsafe. But if you use forward 1-4, it's going to be safe. And like I said, of course, you could cancel it into anything. Cancel it into this, could cancel it into the uppercut. But if you have Movado, you really don't have to do any commitment. You could just do the upwards cameo, and if it hits, you're going to launch your opponent. If it doesn't, you're going to be -6. So that's one of the positive things about Movado. But that combo string is really good. Another one is stand 2-4 or stand 2-4 1+3 if you're using Striker. Really good combo string. This stand 2-4 has so much hit stun, it's crazy. I think you could get a Cyrax net to combo from that. That's how much hit stun it is. You know what? Let me just show you guys. It has so much hit stun that you could actually puddle to the other side and uppercut. Watch this. 3-hit combo. So that's still combo. That's how much hit stun that stand 2-4 has, that you could even go to the other side and it's still combos. It's pretty crazy. So it has a lot of hit stun, and it's one of the best whiff punishing tools in the game. Or maybe not whiff punishing tools in the game, but it's one of the longest ranging, like pretty quick normals that lead into, you know, a combo string. Like I said, if I'm using Striker, I could use it to go into a Striker assist combo. And, you know, you guys saw the damage, right? A lot of damage on that. I didn't even do an optimal combo. It's just, you know, a basic BMB easy meterless 40% combo. But yeah, stand 2-1, stand 2-4, really good. Obviously, it also turns into a low. So, you know, if you're using a character like Scorpion, you could trick your opponent with lows You could go in for stand 2 into this. Well, obviously they get hit right there, but you can do a lot of different things with this combo string. It's really good. Let me see. I don't really use this too much. Double high. That's more like if you want to use this in a combo. But I don't really use that too much. I rather use the restand. And speaking of the restand, of course, you have back 3-2, which if you have your opponent in the air, it turns into a restand, which is super useful. It's super useful because then you could do combos like this. I said you could do combos like this. You could do combos like that. Look at that. 42% into a restand. And it's actually a pretty nice corner carry. Obviously, after the restand, you could even go for this. And then I'll show you guys like the full combo a little bit later. But yeah, having back 3-2 be a restand is really good. And obviously, it's a low combo starter. So not only do you have a low combo starter, which, you know, some characters could actually combo from this hammer. Like Scorpion, he could actually extend the combo from this hammer, which is pretty cheap. And it does combo into this just in case you don't want to like commit to this whole thing. Because if your opponent blocks back 3-2, you're going to be able to get punished like pretty hard. But not only do you have a low combo starter, which if I'm using Striker, right, I could actually commit to this because then Striker will come out. There's another combo for you guys right there. Oh, it's going to go into the fatal blow, but we're not going to see that yet. We'll probably see that a little bit later. But if I'm using Striker, I could actually commit to this because Striker's going to come out and do his cameo assist no matter what. And the opponent has to take it on block, or if they try to punish me, then they're going to get punished by my cameo assist. Or, you know, I could do something like this. Do something like that. I mean, that doesn't even combo anymore, but pretty much you could like commit into your low into like gunshots if you have a cameo that will back you up, or you could do that into, I don't know, anything else you want. But pretty much you have overhead and low situation because he has this back 2 that's really good. Back 2 to combo it into this. Easy 30% combo, your opponent gets hit by it. Like I said, that restand is so good for him to have. Anything into the uppercut, if you haven't used it at the beginning and you haven't used too much gravity, the uppercut will easily be able to combo into this, which you could put your opponent into mix-up situation, restand situations, give yourself plus frames after this. It actually does really nice corner carry. But yeah, T-1000 has his overhead and he has his low combo starter. But his highest damaging combo that he has, combo starter, is 3-2-1. This is going to be a really, really common combo string you guys see. It ends in a low, so again, you could do the same thing with 1-2-1. The opponent's going to expect the overhead at the end, but instead of that overhead, you know, you throw in one of these and it completely throws them off guard, right? You could use that as a little mix-up. Instead of, you know, committing to the full combo string, throw in a little mix-up with that and then go into whatever else you want. That's going to be your highest damaging combo starter. So if you punish your opponent, if you like up block your opponent, for example, go in for your stand 3 punish. That's going to be your highest damaging combo starter. And pretty much what you want to use. Pretty much what you're going to want to use as your combo extender on the ground. For example, if you're using Serena, right? You do any bread and butter combo, bam, bam, bam into Serena. Or if you do a restand, go into Serena, and then you'll be able to go into stand 3, 2-1, and then finish your combo, do whatever else you want to do. So that's going to be a really good bread and butter combo. Then you have forward 2, which this right here is one of the best attack he has to extend combos. For example, you hit your opponent with that, you know, a long extended combo. Here, let's just do, let's do this. As you guys see, 1 bar of meter, 48%, and there's a lot of gravity being used up in the combo already, but because you have this forward 2-2, that's a really good combo ender. You could finish your combo almost no matter what. Unless you use up a lot of gravity, you're not going to be able to finish the combo. But a lot of times whenever you launch your opponent, you're going to want to launch 3-2, launch 3-2, and then forward 2-2. That's a really good consistent way to end your combos. And one of the cool things, if you're using Movado, you could actually just throw this out because this is such a good tool at long range. You could actually just throw this out, and the cool thing about it is, here, let me just do this. You could continue the combo, right? So you could do it multiple times. So that's one of the cool things about Movado, is you could just keep your combo going with this. Okay, that one doesn't work, but let's just say, for example, let me see. I've mostly put my time into striker. Oh, I already used it, that's right. Oh, this is a combo that I came up with. Something like that, right? What was the combo that I came up with Movado? It was like a double spike combo, I think. It was something like that. But anyway, the whole point, what I'm trying to show you guys, is if you do any sort of bread and butter combo, you could still continue the combo after you do your sword swipe multiple times. And you could just throw this out. It's kind of like a Ghostface, like forward 2 combo string, or like Conan. It's kind of hard to whip punish, and it's pretty fast. And if they get hit by that second attack, you could just keep going with it. Look at that. It's just a little example right there that you could use it to bounce, and then you come up with whatever combo you want. But that's going to be like your bread and butter combo finisher for the most part. And then you have, last but not least, you have stand 4-3, and then it goes into stand 4-3, 4-3, 4-3, 4-3, 4-3. So you have this long extended combo that's actually safe at the end unless you flawless block it. So if you want a little shortcut, you could just do stand 4-3-4 and then 3+4 if you want a little shortcut for it. Instead of having to press 4-3-4, wait, 4-3-4-3-4. You could just do 4-3-4 and then 2+4, and then you go into canceling it whenever you want. But this combo string is really good because you could throw in this low mix-up at any point. There's 2 overheads in the middle of this, or like towards the end of this combo string, in which you could throw in some lows. You could throw in this low if you want, or of course you could throw in this low, and depending on what portion of it you cancel it from, you're gonna want to use a different something else to combo. Like right there, I canceled it, I think, after the first overhead. But if you cancel it before, you're gonna want to use something like down 4 into the puddle to get that combo. But it's a nice way for you to get a little bit of mix-ups going here. That one's a little tighter, so maybe you want to do it. Maybe you want to do it like after the first overhead. You're gonna want to like memorize when it is. But those are like his combo strings, and then you move on to his moves. Like this character has a lot of useful tools too, because normally each character has like maybe around 3 tools that they use consistently. This character has so much. Oh, by the way, I completely forgot to mention that he has a 6-frame anti-air. So his overhead actually starts up the hitbox at the top. So that means that you have a 6-frame move that you could use to anti-air your opponent. And the best thing is that you could hold it. The best thing is that you could hold it, and then once they drop down far enough, then you could go in for your combo. But this is going to be such a good anti-air. Like I said, you have to hold it. It does start off at the top, but if you want to combo it, you're not supposed to let it go right away. You hold it a little bit, and then you go in for, you know, whatever combo you want. It's pretty good. Yeah, so I almost forgot about this, and it's one of the best tools that he has, which is it's pretty crazy. And that actually comes in handy in the corner, which I'll show you guys in a little bit. But yeah, he has his down back one, just a straight projectile. And then you have down forward one, which is a walking forward projectile. It only shoots 2 bullets, but if you hold it down, it shoots how many? 4 bullets. So that comes in handy big time whenever you want to do any sort of combo extender with either Striker or a character like Sector with the up missiles. This comes in handy big time. It also has pretty good corner carry. Now if you meter burn it, he does the run. You could actually let go of the meter burn and he only does the bullets, but if you hold one, he'll do this extra little you know, piercing move right here. And it works similar with Striker. It'll keep him restood for you to go in for whatever combo you want. So the gunshot is really good. His other zoning tool obviously is this low right here. So when it comes to from far away, if it doesn't hit directly under the opponent, then it's not a low. But if it hits directly under the opponent, like this for example, it starts off as a low and then it hits the second attack. So it's pretty strong. You could do a close range one, mid range one, and then a far range one. And the distance doesn't really matter. It's more like the spike range is what changes, the direction that the spike hits. But it goes pretty much like half screen. And another cool thing about Movado, right? Boom. Anytime you hit someone with the spike, you could go into your combo string. Look at that. Anywhere on screen that you hit them, and you could go into your forward too. Anywhere on screen that you hit them, it's pretty cheap. Like I mentioned, Movado is one of those characters that's gonna be super good. Like I cannot do that with Striker, right? I can't really do that with Striker. Hit confirm from full screen, or from like half screen on a random ass hit. But all you have to do is hold your Movado and he'll come out and give you a full combo. And that's where this comes into play, the range of this move. And because it is fast, if they're in full screen, you'll be able to hit confirm into this and then go into, you know, whatever else you want. You could even go into your jump attack. So yeah, Movado's gonna be really good. I just like the combo potential with Striker. All right, let me see. What else do we have here? We have this, the Cabal Hook Swords. This is pretty much self-explanatory. It's just a combo extender. I don't think... Oh, you could actually do it. Oh, no, you can't do it twice. But you guys see, it's just a combo extender. Nothing more needs to be said about that. And then you have your back forward 2, which is your wake up attack. It's actually pretty fast. Then you have your Shao Kahn hammer right here. And if you're using a character like Scorpion, his flame breath could actually combo after this, which I was surprised. I'm like, wait a minute, aren't they on the ground? But you could actually get a combo from that. It's pretty sick. But other than that, I really don't see too much of a use for it. I think it has a bar. It has armor. I think it might be plus on block if you meter burn it. But as far as like my cameo with Striker right now, I haven't really found the use for it. Let me see, what else do I have here? Obviously, you guys know about the liquid, the goop, the puddle. He has the spikes. I don't really see that being too useful. But the meter burn version from up close turns into a low. That I definitely see useful for sure. Maybe if I'm using like... If you're using Movado, you could definitely combo from this, so you could save your uppercut a little bit later in the combo. You could cancel the goop with, what, 3? You could just pass through your opponent, go to the other side, but of course you could get hit out of it. And I think that's it for the goop. Oh, obviously, you could do it in the air. You could do the goop in the air for an overhead, like an instant overhead too. That's pretty good. If you launch your opponents, you could use this into, you could use the meter burn version into the uppercut. You could only use it once though, and keep in mind if you use it on the ground, you're not going to be able to use it here. It's just going to send your opponent flying back, as you would if you use 2 of these. So keep that in mind. Let me see, what else do we have here? I already talked about the spikes. And then last but not least, of course, we have the metal walk. And this, you know, it's going to come in handy again with a character like Movado. So there's a little bread and butter combo that you could do with Movado. Obviously, I'm using Strikers, so Striker's not really going to be able to get much. Sometimes Movado doesn't come out for some reason. But when he does come out, you know, you can get that combo extension. I don't know why he doesn't come out sometimes, but yeah. So obviously you could meter burn it, you know, if you want to give your opponent a little bit more hell, you could meter burn it for extra hits of armor. And you could also use it as tick throws here. So block, down 1 into metal walk command grab, down 3, down 4, actually really good because look how far that goes. That's actually pretty good. So you could do those tick throws. I completely forgot to mention that forward 1-3 has an ender, which is a true grab. I completely forgot that because look what Striker could do. Look what Striker could do. Off of the grab. I just completely forgot about that. %41 off of a true grab. That's pretty cheap right there. So that's pretty much it as far as his special moves. And the fatal blow, you know, it goes over here. It goes like half screen. But I'll quickly show you guys some combo potential here in the corner because his corner combos are actually pretty sick because he does have this overhead, right? So if you do happen to catch your opponent just with the raw overhead, you dash forward so the 6th frame part of the spike could hit him. So dash forward and it hits him multiple times. It's really cheap. I guess it'll only happen if you're like really close. But then you could go into this. Okay, that was a little bit too much gravity being used up. But of course, you could do this. I mean, 363 damage off of overhead, in which you could also cancel this into a low, is pretty cheap. So this is another combo. So that's 45% meterless, guys. Meterless. So anytime that you hit somebody with a punish or something like that, you're going to be able to combo into the spike into stand 1. So the spike into stand 1-2, right? Stand 1-2, and then you do back 2, and that back 2 is going to bounce him up like that. And then back 3-2 for the restand. Then you could go in for your uppercut, and then from there is up to you. You could go into the uppercut into 3-2 and then finish your combo, because there's going to be a lot of gravity used up, keep in mind. So you're not going to be able to do something like this. You won't be able to do that. If you actually want to use Cabal's hook swords, you're going to want to do something like this. I'll show you guys. Just keep it simple here. So that's a simple bread and butter combo right there. Keep in mind, I could have just jumped up, jump 3-2, and then finish it off with this for a little bit more damage. I think it does about 2% more damage. But if you want to put them in the corner, then you go for something like that. And sometimes you're going to have a hard time. Sometimes you're going to have a hard time connecting 1-2 in time for that. Yeah, see? Too much gravity is being used up for you to, you know, do something like this. And even something like this, you know, I tried all these different scenarios. But that's pretty much it. That's what I wanted to show you guys. Take some of these combos, use them online as you please. I'm going to do my Fatal Blow combo here. See, as you guys see, I'm doing stand 1 a little bit too early because I don't want to do it too late, but then I do it too early and it's the same thing. It doesn't, I mess it up. Oh, man. Oh man, how many tries am I gonna need for this? Ugh. This is what I was doing all stream pretty much. Yeah, if you do it too late, it's not gonna combo. If you do it too early, then only stand 2 will come out. Sometimes this combo string or this combo could be tricky for sure. I was doing this so consistently too. Ugh. Alright, well, you guys see the gist of it. I already did. Ugh. Alright, there you go. He almost falls, but he doesn't. So that's what the full combo looks like right there. Obviously, you could improvise it in whatever way you want. But, yeah. How many hits is this gonna do? 48 hits. 509 damage combo. 1 bar of meter. And a full striker cameo, which he's about to recover already. So yeah, that's about it, ladies and gentlemen, for the T-1000 basic character tutorial. I know this one is almost 30 minutes, but honestly, he has a lot of tools, and most of them are useful. It's crazy, man. T-1000 is so good. He's so good. I mean, just those two right there, 2 different combo routes that I could go with. That will leave me, you know, different combo situations, right? The concept of them would be the same, but the execution is different. And the combos look different, so he's really cool. He's definitely super cool. One of maybe the DLC or guest DLC character with the most tools, interesting combos. Like, they really did the T-1000 justice. Like, super amazing. But anyway, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you guys next time.